Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Guillermo Lopez, and these are my picks for Week 12. I had a late entry in for the Thursday night game. I have put on Facebook that I picked the Saints to win that game. If you guys want that to count to my overall record or not, I'll leave it up to you. Let's see if I get any comments on that bad boy. Quick thing I want to show you here is a chart I made. This is my high production value situation here. This is Week 4 here. Oh, wrong side. Week 4 over here. I feel like a weatherman looking at the wrong side. Started off 9-6, 9-5, 9-6, 9-6, 10-3. Spike, that was on the hydrocodone week. The next week came back down to reality, 6-6, 9-5, and then 10-5 last week. So that puts me overall at 74-42. That's a win percentage, ladies and gentlemen, of 637. Arbitrary statistic that doesn't mean anything. Bill Parcells had a career winning percentage of 570. Joe Gibbs had a career winning percentage of 621, Mike Tomlin at 632, and Bill Walsh at 609. So who's somebody now, right? There we go. Proof, documentation. Going over with my picks for the week here. We got Tennessee 4-6 at Oakland 4-6. Matt McGloin getting it done. Who knows what's going on here? These are my kids. Terrell Pryor, maybe the quarterback of the future, maybe not. I know that those in the organization, from what I've read, don't really care for him. And I know that they secretly have been wanting him to fail, so to speak. There was even talk that before McGloin made his first start that he could be the starter permanently moving forward. Undrafted kid out of Penn State, a lot of moxie. Coaches love him. Strong work ethic, high character guy, and all the things that Terrell Pryor is not. So I'm going to take Oakland in that game. Next we have Pittsburgh 4-6 at Cleveland 4-6. Cleveland has a number 4 overall defense in that game. But I'm going to take the hot hand here. I'm going to stay with Pittsburgh, even though I probably shouldn't. I'm going to go with the Pittsburgh Steelers in that game. Next, we have Tampa Bay 2-8 at Detroit 6-4. You got to give Reggie Bush the ball, man. I can't believe he got pulled out of that game. They lost against Pittsburgh that I predicted last week. Detroit is going to get Nate Burleson back. So I look for a big rebound game for the Detroit Lions over Tampa Bay at 2-8. Next, we have Minnesota 2-8 at Green Bay 5-5. How the mighty have fallen. Green Bay just completely lost without Aaron Rodgers in the quarterback seat. But I think that Tolzon's kind of putting things together, and I think that Minnesota defense is susceptible. Minnesota's pretty much just cashing in the season at this point. Adrian Peterson is a little bit dinged up in that game too. That helps Green Bay's chances. So I'll take Green Bay in that game. Next we have San Diego 4-6 at Kansas City 9-1. I look for Kansas City to bounce back here. Defenses have been able to take Danny Woodhead away from Phillip Rivers here the last few weeks. And I really don't think that with a gimpy Keenan Allen, I think that Kansas City is going to come back big in a strong division game. And if you look at your calendar, Kansas City has Denver right back at home the next week after this. This is definitely a game they're looking to build momentum on. Next we have Chicago 6-4 at St. Louis 4-6. A lot of the talking heads out there that get paid professionally to do this are going to tell you that Josh McCown has attempted 101 passes this season without any interceptions. What I will tell you is that the St. Louis front is fierce, but Josh McCown really is auditioning for a role next year. I think that he's going to step out of the backup quarterback position, and Josh McCown, you better watch out. If you play too good, you're going to end up quarterbacking Jacksonville next year. So I'll take Chicago in that tough NFC matchup. Next, we have Carolina 7-3 at Miami 5-5. Carolina's front seven is amazing. They were able to put pressure pretty much all night on Tom Brady, disrupt the passing rhythm on the Monday Night Football game. And you look at Miami Dolphins' offensive line still struggling, missing a couple of starters there. I'm going to take Carolina on the road in that game. Next, we have the Jets 5-5 at Baltimore 4-6 is the Ed Reed Bowl. Really can't put a lot of faith in the Jets at this point. I think that they're finally starting to run out of some of the mojo they had gotten away with the last few weeks. Geno Smith turning into a turnover machine, and I like the Ravens at home. Ravens might have Dennis Pitta back too. That also could probably help out Joe Flacco get some stats and stop worrying about those mighty wings. Next we have Jacksonville 1-9 at Houston 2-8. Pretty bad matchup overall. Really didn't like the way that Gary Kubiak pulled Case Keenum out of that game. Actually, I did because I'm a Raider fan until they worked out. But I don't really see how you can play Matt Schaub going forward. You got to look and see what you have for the future. Case Keenum, maybe that lights a little fire under the rookie guy. He was a little full of himself. He goes out there, and I think he'll destroy Jacksonville in that game. Next, we have Indianapolis 7-3 at Arizona 6-4. Probably the best game of the weekend. Good matchups. Arizona's fierce against the run, so they'll probably take away Donald Brown from the Colts. Andrew Luck will get Darius Hayward-Bay back, but I mean he's not really helping him out that much anyways. But yeah, so it's basically going to be Andrew Luck versus the Honey Badger and Ruben Patterson. Patrick Patterson. I'm drawing a blank on his name. The other DB for Arizona that's a Pro Bowler. But I'm going to take the Cardinals in the desert. I think that this is a tough game for the Colts matchup-wise. And Carson Palmer's looking a little bit better lately. I'll take Arizona in that game. Next we have, sorry, I can't read my own handwriting. Dallas 5-5 at the New York Football Giants 4-6. Who wants to contend in the NFC East? Whoever wins this game, well actually if Dallas wins this game, they'll be tied for first place. If the Giants win this game, they'll be tied for second place. So kind of a screwy division there. Usually is. But I'm gonna go with Dallas in this game. I'm gonna go with Des Bryant and Tony Romo coming off the bye. I think Eli Manning will throw a couple of picks in this game. Next we have Denver 9-1 at New England 7-3. I like the Broncos in this game. Wes Welker is just gonna have something for Bill Belichick. I wouldn't be surprised if they throw an out pass to him, so he runs right into the coach. Maybe gives him a little kiss on the cheek, a little smile, a little wave. Maybe share some of his Old Spice with them. Denver big in that game. And the Monday Night Football game, San Francisco 6-4 at Washington 3-7. RG3, wow man, kind of a little bit of a punk here, huh? Throwing his coaches under the bus, throwing his receivers under the bus. It's not his fault, but he loves talking about himself. Just bad mojo there. Team's about to implode. So I'm going to take San Francisco on the road, and it's actually a good schedule, good bounce back game for the 49ers here to get back on track, try to lock up that wild card in the NFC. So going down the line, I have New Orleans, possibly, Oakland, Pittsburgh, Detroit, Green Bay, Kansas City, Chicago, Carolina, Baltimore, Houston, Arizona, Dallas, Denver, and San Francisco. Thanks for watching. Tell your friends to subscribe, and remember, I'm better than Bill Walsh.